Two old people on a couch here. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video. It is Start It Monday, and we are glad that you guys are all here and ready to get this party started.
So, I don't know how, your weekend went so much because we were apart, right?
We were apart.
So, after the mall on Friday, we had another practice on Saturday, right? And the girls, right after practice on Saturday, they had a emergency meeting. Because I've been, I guess, pushing too hard. And I know we have the instructor, right? But I'm the lead dancer, right? And the lead dancer also is... Don't laugh, okay? The lead dancer is a very important position. You also have to, keep the girls focused and get onto them. But I guess I've been getting onto, because, they're yickety-yicking wrong, and I have to tell them to get it right? So they had this emergency meeting. They said it's no fun anymore. You're just working us too hard and everything, right? So, it was like an intervention, I guess, for me, I guess. So they had it out, but we all started to cry about it, and then we hugged it. Then we hugged it out.
Okay.
We hugged it out.
I bet you did.
And we're all better now.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
And to ease the tension a little bit more, I said, let's go out to the bar, and there's a dance floor there, right? So I said we can individually show our talents. And nobody telling anybody what to do. We'll just get out there and do our thing, our yickety-yicking out on the floor, and without any interruptions or, the instructor or me getting on. And that cleared the ice too. And today at practice, things were back. We're all good. We're all good. I'm sorry that took so long.
That had to take a long time.
But tell the people what you did on the weekend.
I went with my daughter and my two grandkids and went up to see my son and his wife and my other granddaughter. So I was with both of my kids and all three of my grandkids. So it was a great Easter.
Well, good. I'm glad you got away for a little bit, got out of this one-horse town. And
I did get out of this one-horse town.
Had a good time with your daughter, your granddaughter, your son, your other granddaughter, and your grandson. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That was a...
It was a full meeting.
Good for you. So what else do we got going on? We got furry friends today?
We got furry friends
today. All right, let me hit the right button here.
Furry friends, let's all get to those furry friends.
We even got a motion picture.
I was like, I was going to joke with you. I was like, I think I saw it move, right? And then it didn't move, and then it started moving again. I'm like, am I seeing it? Oh, you got one just chilling.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, this is Pistol.
Okay.
Because she's a little...
Pistol.
Yeah,
we know those cats.
And it was sent in by Tammy from... Rebel Canners.
Oh, Rebel Canners. All right.
Yeah, so we'll have her link in the comments below. Go check out her channel down below. And this cat is adorable. Right now it's sleeping, so it doesn't look very
he's
pistoly.
Well, the thing is they do that. They go nuts for a while, and then they got to take a break.
And they got to take a break and take a nap.
And, boy, I right now, at my age and everything, I wish I was a cat or a dog right now, and I could just sleep most of the day, and
you just sleep
and get fed, because sometimes you don't feed me even.
I don't feed him. All right, I don't feed him.
So what else?
Yes, so that's great.
All right.
So when we did our show last Wednesday, we were talking about restaurants that were struggling and barely keeping the doors open.
Yeah, it was a good segment. It was very fun,
and we talked about Quiznos.
Yeah, because Quiznos had like rats or something.
Yes, in one of the commercials. Yeah. So we have that video.
Oh, you got it today?
Yes. So that we can see this video of these dancing rats for Quiznos.
Well, cue it up here. Here we go.
Let's go.
We love these songs because they are good to us. The Quiznos subs. They are tasty, they are crunchy, they are warm because they toast them. They got a pepper bar.
Quiznos new Santa Fe Trio subs with smoky chipotle sauce. Fried chicken, roast beef, or smoked turkey.
Quiznos subs!
Quiznos. Toast.
Okay. Now, I don't know who their advertising genius was behind that, but very not appetizing to put mice with food.
Mutated mice at that.
I know, mutated mice at that.
And I'm thinking after, seeing that, I'm like going, boy, maybe I could retire as a CEO for a sandwich company, because the CEO should immediately said, like, no way in hell are we going to put that on air. That is not going to happen. No. We're not going to have whatever they are, rats, mutant rats as our things selling our stuff. Because nobody, like, bad advertisement is good they say to a certain point.
All advertisement is good advertisement.
Until you show something like that. And then if you show that to somebody else, boy, everybody's going to be like,
no.
And then, or they're just that blatantly, not running a good sandwich shop. That they would let that happen. So after that commercial, you don't just sit there and go, man,
I want to go to Quiznos.
Let's go to. So that was funny. Yeah. And that was like 2005, I think. I kind of researched that out, and it was 2005-ish. And I remember, I think we were together, and we're like, whenever we first saw it, we were like, so, write down your comments, like, do you think that's a good publicity stunt or a bad one? Write it down below. Let us know what you think, and that's all I got to say about it. You got anything else to say about that?
That's all I got.
Because I don't want to take over your show like I always do. All right.
I know. Okay, so do you want to talk about Charles Barkley?
Yeah, I would love to, because he's one of the only guys that gets what's going on. But let's go ahead and roll the video.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
When I look at that piece, I wasn't aware that Senator Kennedy had been the one here in Indianapolis who shared that news and how painful it was.
Yeah, but the one thing I took out of that piece was, man, I think most white people and black people are great people. I really believe that in my heart. But I think our system is set up where our politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, are designed to make us not like each other so they can keep their grasp of money and power. They divide and conquer. I truly believe in my heart most white people and black people are awesome people. But we're so stupid following our politicians, whether they are Republicans or Democrats. And their only job is, hey, let's make these people not like each other. We don't live in their neighborhoods. We all got money. Let's make the whites and blacks not like each other. Let's make rich people and poor people not like each other. Let's scramble the middle class. I truly believe that in my heart. Well,
yeah, I like how he said, let's scramble the middle class.
Man, and we don't like to get super political on here, and we lean conservative, but we've been saying all along, it's not the Republicans, it's not the Democrats, it's the politicians, the depoliticians that are trying to separate us. Yes. I don't think the racism is that bad. And the only ones bringing it up all the time are politicians. They're the ones that say there's Hispanic vote, African American vote.
Yes,
they're the ones that break it up. It should just be Americans voting. And then and they do it all the time, and they're pitting us each other. I'm going to say, like, even back in the 70s, like, half my heroes were, I didn't think of, again, they're making me start think racial, because I used to have Willie Stargell and Terry Bradshaw, and all, they're different killers, right? They were all my heroes. They were my team. I loved them all. I didn't think of them as different killers until they start saying, well, this is the first, and they push it on us, and they separate us. They're doing the same with the rich. They make the rich sound like so evil, but, it's the rich people, again, that give us people jobs and everything like that.
Yes.
And good for them. Most of them started out in a garage and worked and didn't get it hand-me-down, and they worked really, really hard.
Yes.
And they got the American dream, and then they hired people like us underneath them, and I could work that hard. I could, take out and gamble and try to make it big and never sleep and just work super hard to get there too. So, but I think if you go back and watch all our shows, we have been saying exactly what Charles Barkley has been saying this whole time. And it's just refreshing. And you know what? I feel for him right now because that's on a major network that is probably owned by and controlled by. And whenever people say something like that and don't go with their narrative, they probably showed a piece, right?
They did show a piece. And
then the piece was supposed to do exactly what they were saying. And then Charles came out and he started, can we all just be Americans? And, are all just in this American struggling, to get by. And, Charles Barkley worked really hard and he's living the American dream, I'm proud. I'm not jealous of him. I'm proud that, people that practiced, now you have to have some God-given skills to play basketball, right? It's not, and, other people have God-given skills to play other sports. I mean, you have to be the best of the best to be a professional, but it takes a lot of training and hard work too. So, that's all I got. Well,
all right. Well, good.
I got that. I'm trying to think. Okay, you got any funny segments or anything?
No, but we can get out to the news.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I thought that was the...
Well, we can get out to the news.
The start of the news.
That's the start of the news.
So here we go. All right.
Okay. So there was an incident at the White House where the Major is this dog's name. It's Biden's dog.
Oh, yeah.
And Major bit somebody. And they're trying to say that it's not the dog's fault. And it might not be the dog's fault, but he's saying he's adjusting to a new home and yada yada, all those things, and so that you have to take that into account and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And, there's strange people coming around the corner and stuff like that.
The dog,
and all this kind of stuff.
Probably Joe was in his basement with just one or two people, right? His handlers,
Yes.
And the dog only knew, it's not like he went to rallies and had tons of people over at his place just cheering him on, right?
Yes.
So he was just down in his basement with one or two people. Now the dog has Secret Service, and its job is like, okay, they're my people are in this room right here. Well, these people are trying to come. I don't know them. I'm going to let them know, and you give the dog, they have to move into the White House, right?
Yes.
And so. Don't take it out on the dog. And some dogs are raised with a lot of people around and a lot of other dogs, so they're familiar with more dogs, more people, and they're more friendlier. It's okay. I've got I mean, I'm sure there's some people are trying to make a big deal out of it.
Well, the article was kind of skewed to the fact that the people have to learn how to deal with the dog a lot.
True.
So I'm just saying. I mean, that's how it was.
But kinda. Yeah, maybe they should have a steak with them or something, and a dog bone, and every time they say, hey, Rufus, come on over here, man, here's a dog bone. Yeah, and it works. Trust me.
Okay.
All right. What else we got here?
Yeah. All right. So the CDC comes out and says that they need to end the hygiene theater. Okay. Because it's time to unplug the sanitizing robots and put away the bottles of Clorox that are just there at the entrance for show, for the safety protocol show. Because, and we'll get to that anyway.
What I'm afraid of is, everybody's in the Sue Happy world, right?
Yeah.
And so all these, businesses and organizations and everything like that, they're afraid to pull the plug on everything because all it's going to take is one more person to get sick, right?
Yes.
And then they're going to say, "Oh, you stopped it too soon," or something like that. But that's what I'm worried about. And I said, once they start these things, they add rules. They never take away rules. But I think, I'm just going out on a limb. I think our town has come through. We've had a really bad spell for a while, and now we're coming out. We need to end it. Plus, a lot of people aren't abiding by the rules. Anyways, and it's all for theater.
But
right now,
we're gonna go to the next slide.
Okay.
And tell you why the CDC says to do away with those. It's because they have determined that it's mostly airborne particles that get you sick from this particular virus. So it's not living on surfaces and that sort of thing. So there is no reason to be doing the strict sanitation because it's mostly just the coughing and everything. And what is that really doing anyway?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to hit every area that people actually touch. But again, it's theater.
Yes.
It's like, oh, look at us. We're keeping it safe. We're spraying down this. We're spraying down that. And, what about the poor guy that's spraying? I know he's got a mask, but it still gets in there. And what about his health? Breathing in all this chemical that's getting getting in your lungs. What if he gets cancer from spraying all the seats down and everything like that? Yeah. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just saying what the CDC came out and said. That there is no reason to be doing that.
I agree with the CDC.
I know. That's scary. Scary. So, throughout this whole thing, we're going to have several things that talk about the CV. And I just want you to notice whenever I get to the headline of how all over the place it is. That's how nutty it is right now, is that it's all over the place. And that's my point. And I should have put all these together, but I didn't. So they're scattered through here. But there's this Meet the Press was saying, this guy that was on Meet the Press was saying that the number is increasing for young people with ICU hospitalizations. Between 30-year-olds and 50-year-olds.
It's increasing?
So it's increasing between those ages. So that's what he was saying. So you'll see a theme through this whole thing.
I don't believe that.
When we get to the different ones about the CV, that it's all over the place. So they counter.
You got it.
Yes.
You didn't go to the hospital.
No.
I haven't I know people have. Again, a lot of people have. It's just like with the flu. A lot, most people work through it.
Yes.
Suffer, but don't go to the hospital. But then there's some people with the flu have to go to the hospital. I think the same thing's going on right here.
Yeah. Well, my point with all this is that it's going to be all over the place. So that's what I'm getting to.
It's like they're scientists.
Somebody's saying it's bad, and somebody's saying it's not so bad, and
that's why we just need to open up.
Okay. So in the UK, they're going to urge the public to get tested twice a week whenever they ease the lockdown rules. So that's going on in the UK. They want everybody to get tested twice a week.
We need to stop the madness.
Okay. And then here's the thing from Fauci, right? He says summer can't bail us out of the COVID pandemic. And the reason is because it doesn't act like a flu that gets better in the summer and worse in the winter. So
that dude is total deep state, and he wants us locked down forever. It's over a year now. It's time to open back up, rip off the masks, take our chances, and get out there and just live.
So there's that. And then India's surging CV cases outbreak is a double mutant variant.
Yeah, man, just shut up. Hey, you know what? You just keep watching Grumpy Grandpa, okay? Or Mark. You just keep watching me, all right? And I'm older. I'm falling in the range of, should take it serious. I ain't taking it serious. Okay. And I'm not going to get it. Or I might get it, but I probably could even still work through the dang thing because I've always done it in the past in my life. Every time I got the flu, I just worked right through it. So there you go.
Then we have this is like artificial intelligence has advanced so much. It wrote its own article.
Okay, there you go.
You only had to give it a subject and it could write the whole article. You didn't have to check its spelling or its punctuation or anything. So this is getting scary.
It's getting really scary. And, as much as computers helped me, like Word, I can't spell.
Yes.
And I wasn't the best typer. And like back in the day, for some reason, you couldn't make a mistake in typing. Like you get halfway through the page and then, you couldn't just grab the white out and do it. You had to turn it in, I don't know why. It was like torture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you had to start all over. So you type slower because you didn't want to make a mistake. It was ridiculous. I hated typing, but then word processing, and you just went back, And spell checking used to be better in the old days, like WordStar and all that stuff. It used to get, I could botch a word madly, and it would give me like 15. Oh yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you miss the first vowel,
it can't spell it.
It doesn't know. It's like, whoa, you only got one letter wrong, and it's like, I have no recommendations for you whatsoever, and especially iPhone and Apple. They're the worst. But what is up with that? Comment down below that you WordStar people back in the day whenever we had not color screens, just green screens.
Yeah.
And that word processor, that spelling was off the chart good.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Well, so
anyway,
artificial
Did I get off
intelligence.
subject?
Yeah,
Okay, go
artificial
ahead.
intelligence is getting to where it's thinking for
yeah,
itself,
yeah.
and that's
It's getting
the big
dangerous.
thing. Yes.
What I'm saying is, I kind of now, after having my phone and all these luxuries, I kind of want to ditch the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ditch everything. And, it'd be sad because then we wouldn't have YouTube or anything like that. But, man, life was, I had a lot more fun before all this madness that's going on
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
All right.
anyway.
And then, we got to find out more of my twin brother over in Grumpy Grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
See what's...
I know.
Fred took off, so I didn't have a show for a while.
Oh, okay. All right, he had to take Easter off.
Grumpy Grandpa Patriot show has had a hiatus because my nuclear scientist
Fred
producer,
he had to
he's
take
been
some
off.
time off.
And I can't hack into Space Z.
No, you can't. Okay, so we're going to go real fast
Okay.
through these 6 things, right?
All right.
These are some strange, weird allergies. So, can you be allergic to a ladybug, do you think?
Since it's an article, I'm going to say yes.
Okay, well,
What, want me to do it? All right.
I don't know what's going on.
How about cockroaches?
Cockroaches? Yes.
No. What about ladybugs?
We'll keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, cockroaches is a strange allergy.
No, I'm going to go back to ladybugs.
Stop!
Can you be allergic to them?
Just keep going through my 6 things
okay.
fast.
All right. Well, I want to know.
Well,
All right,
my
go
thing
ahead.
is just
All right,
spinning and
cockroach,
spinning.
I know.
Okay.
Technology is awesome.
Yeah. Okay, cockroaches, allergies, yes, are a real thing.
Okay.
Go to the next one. Ladybugs, yes, it's a real thing. You can be allergic to ladybug blood, is what it says.
Man, I'm going to go off subject for a second.
Okay.
Whenever we lived in Centralia, Washington, up in, I used to go up on this mountain to do all the checks and clean and everything, the TV tower up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some people can relate, but for some reason, those ladybugs loved that building. You would go in, and the whole wall would be plastered with millions of ladybugs, and then I had to sweep them all off. So I'm going to say I'm not allergic to them.
You're not allergic to them. Do you understand the concept of fast?
Keep it going?
Yeah. Okay, go to 3.
I don't know anything about that. All right. Oh, wait. Whoa. Okay.
Black mold, which is an allergy. But that one doesn't seem so uncommon, but...
Yeah.
But that's a weird allergy.
Yep.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Marijuana. You can be allergic to marijuana. So
I'm
keep
safe
going.
there.
Thunderstorms, which it's like if you have a grass allergy, and the thunderstorms pick up all the grass pollen, and so your allergies will get worse with the thunderstorm.
Instead of it actually the rain dampening it, the thunderstorm makes it worse.
Picks it up. So go
Did
to
not
6.
know that.
And stress will make your allergies worse.
Yeah, Well, whenever I was younger, I had no allergies. My nose was open wide. I was living large. I could just run around, and I had my sister had allergies really bad, but I was fortunate. And boy, I was great. But in my older age, I got allergies now. So I don't know if it just breaks down over time. My ability to ward off
it does.
allergies keeps getting worse as I get older. But
mine have gotten worse as I get older and older.
Am I the only one, people? I don't know if I have a deviated septum or it's my allergies. Yeah. Right down below, I want to hear this. See, I sleep for like 15 minutes on this side, and all of it runs down to this side of my nose, right? Mm-hmm. So I can breathe out of the upper nose. But then my brain says, "Hey, you need a break, upper nose." So I have to turn every 15 minutes, sleep this way, and then it runs down the other side, and then I breathe out of that nose for 15 minutes, and then my brain, it keeps going on all night long.
I feel like I've lost all control of this show.
Anybody else have that problem? Write it down below. Well, let's...
Plus, I have no power over changing the slides now.
I'm in control.
He's in control.
Of her show.
Okay.
All right.
So let's go.
Anything else?
Some slides.
Oh, okay. All right.
Keep going.
Man, I thought we were done.
Well, no, my thing doesn't work.
Okay, keep going. All right.
Okay, so here's a contradiction from this guy, right? Okay. Who is with the Food and Drug Administration.
Yeah,
right?
I like this guy.
And he says it's not likely that the U.S. will have a fourth wave of CV.
Did you hear what Charles Barkley said about controlling us and pitting us against each other? That's what they're doing. And I believe in my whole heart, but I'm not a scientist. So these people are saying that. These people are saying that. This whole thing is to scare the crap out of us and keep us controlled. But that's only my opinion. But I like this scientist.
Okay,
I'm going with him.
One. Okay, and this is what he said. He said, you have somewhere around 200 million Americans that have some level of immunity in them already. I think there's enough immunity in the population that we are not going to see a true fourth wave of infection. So that's what he said. So,
and again, people say, well, you have to agree with science. It just depends which science. Just like I don't think there's global warming going on, right? I believe the scientists that say that's crap. And I believe my own eyes, and I look out there. And I believe my own eyes whenever I see this town acting all normal and not worrying about it. And we're back to having fun. And it's really not making it worse. So
okay.
I'm just using my own science.
Okay.
I'll listen to that scientist. I'll listen to that scientist. And I'll use my own ability to think, to come up with my own conclusions. Now, you might be different. You might be scared to death of this thing. That's fine. That's your own opinion.
Okay.
Or do we still have more?
Okay. And then we have
Let's wrap this show up.
There's going to be a vaccine passport. Vaccine passports won't be mandatory in the U.S., but
yeah, I bet you
they will be likely for international travel.
Boy, I'm going to tell you what. Mark my words, right now, chalk it up, that we will have to have some type of a passport to do things within a year or two. Mark my words on that.
Okay, go to the next one. Okay. And then this guy, John Hanna, he was an advisor to Dick Cheney. Okay? And he says that the Biden administration is hell-bent on re-entering the Iran nuclear deal.
Yeah, because he gives billions of dollars to Iran. Then Iran kicks back millions or billions back to line his pocket and all the other crony deep state politics. It's a mob family running the show. And it's Republicans and Democrats. They all do it. It just depends who they've got working with their side, right? But you mark my words, they want to give billions, not to us, citizens. They're going to give it to Iran. Yeah, of course.
Okay, and then I think this is our last story.
Okay.
So in London, you can get a membership to pamper your pooch 24/7 in London Luxury Dog Hotel. And they can sleep on the bed, they can get massages, go to the next slide. They can get little massages and they'll allow them to sleep on the bed.
Well, this is kind of ironic because I came out of work today.
And their packages start at like $207.
You know what I do? I take it out to the lake for free and let it just run around and have a whale of a good time.
The dog.
It used to. It's not doing too good anymore. But let it get out there. That's what dogs want.
Yeah.
And it's ironic that it's a corgi because I came out of work today and the family that lives next to where I work has 3 corgis and they were all running loose and having a good time, and 2 of them came out to check me out, and the third one, the other 2 that checked me out already ran away.
Yeah.
And he got really close to me. Then he turned around and looked at his buddies already bolting. He's like, "Oh no, heck no! I'm not going to get any loving. I'm left alone." So he turned around and hightailed it back.
Okay, and that's all we got for today. So
that's very important information that everybody out there needs to know. All right.
So we're going to wrap this up.
Yep, let's wrap it up.
Okay. So until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared.